If you want to see how I refresh my locks from this to this, stay tuned. Before we get started, and for those of you who are new, my name is Andrea. My friends call me E, and welcome back to my channel. If you're not already subscribed, continue subscribing to the channel. I would really appreciate it. And for those who are returning, thank you so much for your support. So in this video, I really wanted to do a lock refresh. I wanted some curly locks for this refresh, so I tried something different. I took my hair from looking really dry, dusty, messy, to kind of a curly hair feel and then saving it with a cute little updo hairstyle, and I loved it. So first thing first, if you don't know, I have a long hair history, and when it comes to hair, I hate doing it. I've been locked now since December of 2022, and I'm still not really in love with my locks. So I'm just trying different things, trying different styles, and seeing what works for me. So for this hair maintenance, and as always, I always start with spraying my hair with water before I try to manipulate my hair any type of way. So anytime I do a refresh, I always go in and I color my hair. I actually have a separate video of me coloring my locks, so you can get all of those details there, what colors I use, what products I use, how I use them, and all of that. So I'm just showing you just a quick little color here and there. I'll link that video above so that you can get that information. So here's the video we're trying to recreate. It's using these perm rods to curl my hair. So first I got this Lotta Body hair foam, and then the Tawala Wanda lock gel, and then I picked up some perm rods as well. So after I washed out the color, I go in and I start doing my relocking my hair, pretty much just doing a retwist, I should say. I am not a professional hairstylist by any means. I really do not know what I'm doing, but I'm trying my best as always when it comes to hair. So first things first, I go in and I do my retwist. I typically twist to the left at the root, and then palm roll the rest of the lock down, and then I use these duck pins and clips to just keep them into place. So I'm working back to front, so I'm going to do that first back row before I go in with the Lotta Body hair foam. I'm going to use this hair foam, and I actually think I used too much in the back, but I'm going to take my perm rod rollers. I'm going to put the foam on, and then I'm taking the largest roller, which are these orange ones, and I am going to curl my hair around the rod. Now, it's been a while since I've used these rods. I used to use them on my loose natural hair, but it's been a while since I've used them. I've been locked now for, it'll be 2 years in December, so have not used these rods in at least a year and a half. So it kind of took me a while to get back into the groove of using them. But once I was finally able to catch a rhythm, I got it going. And yeah, this is me struggling with them. But like I said, once I got a rhythm, I just got them going. And I used the orange ones first. And I tried to keep those at the back of my head because I felt like if they were bigger in the back, that would be fine, and then make them smaller in the front. After the orange rollers, I go in with these peach rollers. They're a little bit smaller than the orange ones, but still bigger than the purple ones that you'll see me using later. I was able to pick these up from the beauty supply store. They were I want to say maybe like $3 a pack. And then I want to say 12 came in a pack. So I felt like that was a pretty good price. And I just went on and bought a few packs. Like I said, I had some older purple ones that I've had for years. So I was able to use some of those closer to the front of my head. Like I said, I wanted the ones to the front of my head to be a lot smaller and tighter. So So that's when you'll start seeing me incorporate some purple rods. So here's just a closer look at me retwisting my hair. It actually looks like I twisted to the right there. That's interesting because I just knew I twisted everything to the left. I don't know. I told you I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, you'll see me trying to get my parts pretty crisp. Once I retwist, I kind of pin everything to the back and then go in with the rollers. Each lock gets its own roller. I did not want to share the roller because I just felt like it would be too thick on these rollers. These rollers are not that thick. If I were using flexi rods, I know I would have used more than one lock on a roller, but this one I didn't. Like I said, I think I used too much Lotta body hair foam, but look, what's done is done. I want to say this process took me about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, because I'm trying to retwist and roll. So we're just going to fast forward through all of this. Once I was done, once every lock had its own roller, I did spray it with water. I don't know if this step was needed, but I did it anyway. This is what it looks like. Every lock, its own roller. Then I got my dryer. I do not have the sit under the hood dryer, but it's this attachment that you add to your hair dryer that turns it into a hood dryer. One of the best inventions ever. I purchased mine from Amazon years ago at this point. I really do not know how long ago, but if I can find a link to this, I'll put that in the description below. So once I had on this dryer, it was 1:14 in the morning, guys, like literally. So I put this on for 2 hours, went to sleep, and woke up the next morning. And I said, you know what? Let me refresh my face before we head to the gym. And I was like, why did I decide to go to the gym this morning knowing I had these rollers in my head? I don't know. But it's time to take the rollers out. So we took them out one by one.
Bombastic side eye, criminal offensive side eye.
Y'all, my hair was not completely dry in the back. So I'm like, let me try to save this and roll it back up and put it back on, and then I'll start with the other side. So I'm trying to like touch around and make sure it was dry, but it wasn't. So that's why the curls kind of did what they did. And like I said, I know I used too much Lotta body foam. It was at that moment that I realized, and that it wasn't completely dry. So as I get closer to the top of my head, taking out these rollers, they felt drier than the ones in the back. So I think that's why the orange ones in the back weren't as curly as I thought they were going to be. And then maybe the roller was too big as well. So I'm thinking now what I should have done was just use the peach and purple rollers instead of using those orange ones, because the orange ones, like I said, it just did not curl and they weren't really dry enough. I don't know. So I tried different methods of taking the rollers out. I tried to just slide them out and keep the curl. I tried to uncurl them, and I was like, you know what? Let me just try to keep sliding them out because it worked better. It took me a while to take out the rollers, maybe about 15 minutes or so, which I think is a while, but clearly a lot shorter than what it took for me to put it on. So this is me just touching around, just trying to see how dry it is, how curly it is. And I'm just like, yeah, this is not turned out the way that I had thought it was going to turn out. So we have to save these curls. So what I decided to do is kind of do like a pin curl. Roll up the curls and use bobby pins to keep them up. Because again, like I said, I'm going to the gym. I'm just gonna go walk on the treadmill, so I shouldn't be doing too much sweating. But I wanted the curls to be as curly as what I could get them. So I typically would try to save curls with pin curls. You know, when I would wear sew-ins and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? This should be able to work on my natural locks, right? Like, I don't know. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm pretty much pinning up all of the curls that didn't really curl or that are just too low that I'm trying to save. So at this moment, I was like, you know what? This would be really cute as an updo. But I'll just throw in this hair clip, pin what I can, go to the gym, and then when we come back from the gym, we can make this look like something, because I have an event to go to this day, and I don't know why I decided to use the night before to practice a new hairstyle.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right, so now I'm like, okay, how can I save these curls and make it an updo and still make it look really, really cute? So at this point, I am really just manipulating my hair and the curls. So of course I need some oil. Anytime I sit under the dryer, I like to put oil on my hair afterwards to, you know, bring in some moisture and just so that it doesn't look so dry. Plus, remember, I did put color on my locks, and that typically dries out my hair. So I'm just putting on a little bit of oil. This oil mix is a olive oil, aloe oil, and jojoba oil as well. Y'all, I don't know why I thought I could do a French roll, but then I was like, Andrea, if you don't just throw this hair up and I updo and go on about your business and get on out of this house, because I have an event to go to this day, and it's a tea, and it started at 12, and I want to say probably at this time it's probably like 11:45, and I'm trying to rush and get this updo to look right. Still trying to keep the curls. I don't know, I just feel like an updo would go with my whole vibe this day. My vibe is like a 60s housewife vibe, just based on my dress. Of course, I have on pearls. Anytime I go to a tea, you know, I try to wear my pearl necklace. But anyway, I'm just like, okay, Andrea, you gotta make this work. So I have a clip back there. I stopped by Target and I picked it up. It's a gold clip. The thing is that I found the clip in like the little girl section and not the other hair section stuff. So the clip really isn't that big, but I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to work with this. And so I am trying to bobby pin the curls on the side of it to go up as well, so that it looks like it's also in the clip, but it's really not. So that's what you'll see me doing here, and just trying to make it look a little bit better. At one point I was like, man, I look like Medusa. I feel like these curls and my locks is just feeling very snaky, so let me give it a little more structure. So that's where you see me kind of sweep my bangs over to the side, and then I'm like, yes, this is what I need, this is what I want. And so I'm seeing the vision so much clearer, and I'm feeling myself at this point. I'm like, yeah, we could do this. So here's that gold clip I'm talking about. And I'm just like, oh yeah, we can make this happen. We can make this work. Just checking my hair out from the back, because the clip wasn't straight. And I'm like, how can I make this straight? But then I'm like, don't break the clip, because then you're really going to be screwed. So that's what you're seeing me here do, trying to straighten up the clip in the back, but still keep the hair clipped. But yeah, I really love that whole swoop curly bang in this updo. So you would definitely see me doing this hairstyle again. It would be a little bit better. I know it. I am certain of it. It would be a lot better, because we know what worked and we know what didn't work. And so now I'm just like, yes, talking to myself, hyping myself up. Some of the curls because they weren't curly, right? Like I have to pin some of the curls back up like I did before I went to the gym. And I'm like, okay, this is working. This is working. Yeah, this is where I start going, no, some of these curls got to be pinned back up, which I did. And then this little clip came with the big clip. It was like 2 little clips and a big clip. Because like I said, this was for a little girl. And so I just used that clip to kind of like put it on the side to hold those locks on the side down. But yeah, what do you guys think? How do you think my hair turned out? Did I save it from a fail? Was it still a fail? I would love to know your thoughts. Let me know if you want to try something like this and how it turned out. But on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a solid 8. I think I did pretty good. What are your thoughts? Leave a comment below. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.